Hi, everybody, and welcome to Katrina Rasbold and Friends. And I am so excited to introduce my favorite child to you, all my kids. Other kids, you, I love you too so much, and you're my favorites too. So this is my daughter Delena. Her pronouns are Minky Toes, and
She, her.
she, her. I'm a she, her too. And we are so excited to be doing this together. Now, as I mentioned in the other recording, y'all know who I am by now. If you watched the other recording, if you didn't, you don't know who I am. You just happen to subscribe to this channel. You're not sure why. To recap very quickly, I'm a witch. I've been a practicing witch for many, many years, decades, freaking decades. Let me think, like 40 years. And I've worked professionally for around 15 of those years. And by working professionally, I mean I do cleansings for people and I do spell work for people. I do card readings for people. And there's just this whole other ball of wax attached to that, but that's what I do. And I'm also an author and I've written a bunch of books. But right now on this channel, I talked a little bit about in the previous video about what my ambitions were for this channel. And I wanted people to feel less alone. I want people to feel seen. I want people to feel like there's good people out there that they can connect with. And if you don't connect with us and you don't like us, you go away because you're not one of us. So we want to stay with people that enjoy what we do and the energy that we put out there. And one of the best things that ever happened to me personally is that recently, in the last couple of years, Delena went through this huge metamorphosis in her life. And it was horrible for her. I make no mistake. It was a fucking nightmare for her. But it was
It was
great
pretty
for
rough.
me because all of a sudden we're spending all this time together. And I got to get to know her as a grown-up and as the amazing person she's become, as the amazing witch that she's become. And it was just so exciting and it's so rewarding. And for now, until her life changes a little bit again, we get together at least every week and hang out. And she's just one of my most favorite people in the world. And I'm just proud of her. I'm real proud of her. And, you know, it's been amazing to be able to see her evolve, to see her become who she is. And I am going to let her talk too. But we wanted to do this channel together because our conversations are just dang fascinating. And
They're really
so
funny.
we're so funny. So we thought y'all might enjoy being in the middle of our little funny sandwich here so that you can be the meat between our bread as we
Kitchen
talk.
table talk.
That's right. That's right. So I have got now one of the promos that I did before I started this channel said that I'm going to be doing interviews because I know so many cool ass people. I'm just really, really lucky. And Delena can attest to this that I've had different pockets of my life where I just get to meet all these fascinating people. And that's one of the things I'm most grateful for in my world. And I'm glad to share them with you. Now, in regard to this interview, these interviews I'm going to be doing, I have got a list of 8 questions that I ask people, and they're get to know you questions. And some of them are stolen, some of them aren't. But I'm going to start each interview with that, and then we go off into conversation and talking and that sort of thing. And we really want to hear from you too. So if you got comments, put them in the comments. If they're not nice, we're going to delete them. But just talk to us. Just be involved. We're very responsive to our comments and look forward to hearing from you and building community around all the things that we do that you might also do and enjoy doing. So before we get into the first person I'm going to interview is Delena. So before we get into that, I want to see what you've got to add. What are your ambitions for the channel? What are you thinking?
I mean, we've had this conversation. Like, I've been really craving community and just finding a spot to just be and exist. And so if we could do that, like, all of the small YouTube channels talk about how great their people are, and that's what I want to do. I want people. I don't give a shit about the YouTube numbers and stuff. I want to know other people because I lost a lot of people, and yeah, so be nice to me.
Now, one thing that's different about you than me, of the many, many things, is you watch a lot and listen to a lot of podcasts.
A lot, yeah, and just generally YouTube like
So,
content.
So you have a lot of communities that you kind of tap into that I don't know
I
anything
don't
about.
I don't really communicate with the communities too much. Like I'll make a joke every once in a while, but most of the time I'm just lurking and consuming. Um, and then yeah, just podcasts of people talking about their communities and just connecting that way, because also I'm really shy and I know I'm not particularly special in the sea of communities. So
Then I have failed you, child.
well, when Smosh has hundreds of thousands of followers, I'm not saying anything special with my funny comment.
So away from the kinky boots stuff, I know that you like homesteading and parenting groups. You've been in some of those.
I've fallen out of a lot of the parenting ones. The pandemic put a lot of family channels kind of under the microscope, and that did not go very well for them. And so I'm not doing too many family channels. A lot of people that I follow they might have families, but like Jessica Kelgren Fozard keeps her children off camera. Like she's just like, hi, I'm a mother, I have children, I talk about mother things, but the children are blurred out and off camera. But and then yeah, Roots and Refuge Farm, I found them in 2020 when I wanted to be a gardening lady, and for all the way up through 2021 I was, and that was pretty rad. But Jessica Soward's her channel really kicked off in the pandemic, and I still hold on to her. I don't watch her content too much anymore. It's mostly just the podcast, which is like this, just her literally at her kitchen table, maybe talking to her husband, maybe talking to their buddy, just like about 5-year plans and homesteading and that kind of stuff.
So one of the things that really made me want to do this is on my Patreon, which has maybe 3 people on. It's not huge at all. One of the things people said is that when they listen to the readings that I do there, which is another thing I'll be doing here, and when they listen to me talking about in the holding space segment and that sort of thing, they said, I just tune in because I want to listen to your voice. I just want to hear you. And I think people are just lonely. I think they really, yeah, and we can invite them to the party.
Yeah, we're forcefully invited to everything, like not even just the bad stuff, like everything is at us all the time, and so we also don't get to physically enjoy any of it. And so yeah, a lot of it for me is just connection and hearing other people talk. I will zone out and decide that I need to go back to rehear something.
So because I'm usually very focused on what we're doing, and right now I keep looking side to side, I want to show y'all something. Okay, so y'all see that little asshole back there?
Oh no, he's killing the cat pillow.
So that's Brucifer. His name is Brucifer Dax McDobby. That's my dog. And all of a sudden he started jumping up and licking at my elbow and stuff on both sides. That usually means he's got to go pee. So now he's punishing me by eating the cat pillow. So there's a lot going on in my world right now.
He probably doesn't have to pee. We've already established. He's just kind of running around.
This little guy out to pee. Before we did this, because that's what you do, right?
Yeah.
Now that's my little familiar piece of crap there. Can we talk about your spindly old lady that you've got?
Oh, she's my literal emotional support animal. She's in a cubby somewhere. Right? If you hear a lot of weird box noises, that's her digging herself out of the back of the couch.
Now this is a 44,000-year-old cat.
She turned 18 yesterday. Yeah, I have kept that creature alive for 18 years minus 10 weeks.
There has never been a creature that loves anybody more than this cat loves Delena.
She's so obsessed with me. Oh my God.
She is clingy girlfriend, next level restraining order obsessed.
She gets really concerned also when I'm in a room talking by myself. So if I'm on the phone or on a Discord call or doing this, she will come to check on me. She might try to get me to stop.
Situation.
Huh?
She knows your mental health situation.
She's quite familiar. So, yeah. But she's a tabby. She's 18. She looks like a Maine Coon, except that she weighs about 6 pounds. And she's always been a little itty bitty little cat, but she's got all the markers of a Maine Coon. And she's just a precious little Skeletor who isn't allowed to leave until she turns 20. We have an agreement.
So, did you ever do the quinceañera for her like you were going to?
I did. Chi-Chi and Mimi both lived to their quinceañeras, and they got their little dresses, and I took pictures of them. And when Mimi dies, I'll probably get a double portrait of them in their dresses.
If only you knew an artist, right?
If I could find anyone.
Yeah, Joe. And you.
And me. Joe
I don't know why all of my
Joe's
kids
better
are
at pets.
artsy. And I do.
Oh no, you're cutting out. Mother is frozen.
And we're back.
We're back. Yay.
I don't know what happened. That was terrifying. All right. So let's go through these questions and see what you come up with. You don't have to be afraid. And if you want to skip, you can. I don't want you to get all deer in headlights or anything when I read these out. Okay. Now, the first one I stole from Stephen Colbert. What do you think happens when you die?
So I love the Keanu Reeves answer, which is the people who love you will miss you, which is just like a universal truth. But I have always kind of like described my beliefs about that, and like a lot of just general stuff is like just up and to the left, because like we don't have we know that there's stuff that we can't measure, and stuff that we can measure that doesn't make any sense, and like spirituality meshing in together. Like I think we definitely leave. Like there's a measurable moment if you've ever had anything die next to you or in your hands. There's a measurable moment when that's over and that's gone and you are gone. And so there's a heavy transition, but like I do think it is just kind of up and to the left to go do some other shit. And like maybe you cycle back. Probably you cycle back. But there's just more shit to do. I do vehemently believe though that like this is the important part. This is the part where we learn. This is the part where we care. This is where we need to take care of each other. So this is the shit that matters, because the other shit isn't for us to care about yet. It's not our fucking problem.
I love that. That's awesome.
Yeah. We ain't there yet.
Number 2, who in your life, and I know you've known so many people, who in your life was especially influential to you in a positive way? Now we both had people that were influential to us in awful ways.
In pretty awful ways.
Let's not include them. Who was a real positive person for you?
I'm not going to count you because you're the base.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I heard from one of your positive people a couple of days ago, by the way. She asked about you.
Which one, Debbie or Jerry?
Professor Andrika.
Yeah, Debbie. Oh, a lot of the librarians at ARC.
ARC is American River College, folks. It's our community college here in Sacramento.
Yeah, I was the student worker in the library technology center for about 2-3 years, a while.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
So I got to know the librarians really well. It's hard because I can go through the ages, because there's like Mr. Cheney from high school.
Dorian Cheney,
Dorian Cheney,
good writing teacher, yeah.
Yeah. And then there's Mick Sheldon, who was my gallery professor, and he taught 3D design. That was at ARC. And then my first manager at my first real grown-up job, her name was Rachel. I latched onto her really, really closely, and she was my work mommy. I just really adored her. And so I don't know that I have a specific person, but
I think we all just have angels that come to us, you know?
I'm a collector. Like I do. I've told you, like, there's those people in your life who are like, I've had every job under the sun, and you're like, wow, they're so worldly, but shit just happens at you, you know? And like, if you're just in a position to take the weird job and you do that, and then that happens like 25 times, and then all of a sudden I worked with soap opera actors and I sold rock at a mine.
You did.
and now I'm a bookkeeper. So
what of everything you've done, seen, been, what are you the most proud of in your life?
moving out of that house.
That was
getting into the
huge.
apartment.
That was a
Like,
big,
not moving by myself, but I did that shit by my damn self.
good for you.
That was hard.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Well, that and now, are you talking about your most recent move or from the apartment to the house?
I did that move alone too.
You,
Jesus. Because she had to work.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I was talking about this one.
And now you have a space that's just yours.
Mm-hmm.
That has all your special, well, most of your special stuff in it. The parts that's
Most
not
of them
tucked away into the storage.
The customer facing stuff.
Yeah. So if anybody in the Sacramento area or El Dorado County area has a gigantic house they're not using and would like to donate to Delena, she will not say no.
I can pay you $300.
In excess. $300.
And maybe some coffee.
Will you draw him a picture?
I will draw you a picture of the house. Yes. I'll paint it.
All right. So I already know the answer to some of this. What movie or TV show are you into lately?
Call the Midwife is my current one. I think I'm not quite done with season 10. So I'm on the way to being done with that, which is weird because it's such a long show, but the seasons are really short. And then I didn't stop. I just ran out of Jane Austen movies. And I finished Poldark. So now, once I finish Call the Midwife, I think I have some anime I have to catch up with Carrie.
Isn't there some kind of dinosaur series or something that you're into?
Jurassic Park is always there, all the time, always. And if I start talking about Jurassic Park, we will not talk about anything but dinosaurs for the next 20 minutes.
20 minutes? That's conservative.
I'll make myself stop. I watched Jurassic World this morning.
How many times have you seen that movie?
I could not tell you. If there was statistics on the app, I would absolutely tell you, but I have no clue. Definitely north of 40 or 50 in the last year, because that's primarily, it was like my comfort movie while I was going through stuff.
Okay, so is there anything you're doing that you would like to promote?
I'm drawing pictures and I hope to sell them as prints. I'm working really hard on improving a lot of my art skills and just getting prints up and going. I'm kind of stalled out. I have possession of the website. I don't know what to do with the website. I'm kind of stalled out there, but I will be selling prints. I hope to be writing. I hope to start a Patreon for the writing and then maybe also the art. But right now, those are in the baby stages. So someday, and then we're going to be on this podcast together, and that's going to be really fun, and that's going to be a lot easier to engage in since somebody else is involved.
Now, to be clear, when Delena says that she is having a Patreon for her writing and that she's doing art, this isn't the level of people saying, "Oh, one day I want to do this." Delena is literally an art grad and has a degree in art and has taught art.
Yeah, so I've taught painting classes.
That's her jam. And she is a published writer. In fact, I have 1, 2, 3 of my 6 kids who are published authors. And so Delena has published books, and she also has written a lot of fan fiction that is very popular. Oh no, it froze. Say it again. You froze up.
Oh no. Is it back?
Yeah, you're back. It just might be my terrible connection.
No, I tried to open another window.
Okay.
I want to see how many.
So my point is, while she's looking that up,
717,000 words.
oh yeah, so that's a little bit. So it's not just somebody's pipe dream. She actually does this, and she's just finding the venue to put it all together into one place.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you're a youngster, you're just a little millennial, so this probably might not have even crossed your radar yet. What's on your bucket list? Now, one of the things I know you wanted to do was you wanted to go to Scotland.
And we did that.
We did that in 2016. You and I went to Scotland.
Mm-hmm.
And so it not just in travel, but are there certain things you want to check the box on while you're here?
I'm not going to include like life path stuff because it's just I can't force my own timeline. But I would like to go to some of the American castles. Like there's one on the border up California and Oregon. There's one that you drive past, and then there's one, I think it's called Preston Castle, which is only
Yes.
about 25 minutes from here. They just closed on the 30th, so I can't go. But I'd like to tour some of the cool architecture here, like in California, because it's hard to get away from like deserty mission stuff or Pine Barrens, and I just like to see some of the other weird stuff.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
So this one I don't know. And that is, what's your favorite part of the day? Besides talking to Mom.
It's definitely somewhere in the morning. Probably after ablutions, like you've peed, you brush your teeth, you're awake, but you don't have to do anything yet. And you're just still in startup mode, and there's a cat on you, and you're just closing your eyes so that you don't have to do anything yet. Probably that, especially now that I know that I don't have to go to work after, like for right now. I like that.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
The last question. And the trick is that you can't include yourself in this. Who do you know that you'd like us to send some love to?
I do need some love. Is it just one person?
Nope.
Okay.
List.
My friend Carrie is working on her sister and her brother-in-law own Pitador Brews, which is a tea and coffee company that they just got a location in downtown Sacramento in Old Sac. And she does I believe she does all their social media, and she's working on their paintings. And, small business startup, it's always stressful, and she always needs some love. And then my bestie Megan is also going through some shit, and her family is too. And I love both of them. They're my world. And yeah, everybody's sad and it's hard.
So you, Megan, and Carrie. That's the
Yeah.
trifecta. So we're all just going to take a second here and just get in our bodies, take a big breath, relax outward as that breath comes. And we're just going to imagine all this love coming up from our solar plexus and our heart, and just moving into our hands and just pushing out into the world toward Carrie and Megan and Delena, just surrounding them with love and comfort and acceptance and encouragement. It's going to be okay. You're going to do this. You're going to be great. We love you, and we see you, and we're proud of you. So let's just push all that. And that is our Katrina Rasbold questionnaire. Do you have anything you would like to add before we finish up our little intro section here for you?
Like the video, or just this part of the video?
This session of recording that we're going to show everybody. We don't edit, by the way. You just got us. We're tired, man. We don't edit anything.
So nervous.
We just let the cameras roll. See, she's so nervous. She froze up again. Try again.
You froze up too.
Oh, Lord. It's the interwebs and the solar flares. It's not Mercury retrograde this time. Go ahead. I'm sorry. So did you have anything you want to add about who you are or what you do or anything like that?
No, I'm just a single 32-year-old lady who has some orchids and a cat and plays Minecraft and does AP for a bookkeeper. And yeah,
Uh,
I'd love to build community here.
okay. I love that. I love that. So, everybody, my daughter, Delena, this is everybody. And now you've met. And like I said in the intro video, these wonderful people have been subscribed to my channel for a long time, and I've taught a lot of classes on this channel. I couldn't even count how many classes are on there. We do the Ask a Witch questions and answers, and then we have all these little quick classes and stuff on there. So they've known me, but they don't know me. And so I mentioned again in the intro video that what I wanted was just to be the magical Meemaw. That what I do is
Mhm.
talk about magic. We talk about how it influences our lives, how we use magic in our lives, but we also talk about the mundane stuff. We talk about what it's like to be neurodivergent. We talk about what happened in our world today. We talk about, when we got a little jackass dog, it won't be still behind us. We're just being with you. And so if that's not what you're into, we understand. If you unsubscribe, you're not usually going to hear us barking about subscribe, hit the bell, this sort of thing. We just trust that the people that are supposed to be here are going to be here, and that we really love it if you join in with us on the comments and share your thoughts and feelings with us too, so that, like Delena said, we can just grow that community. And Katrina Rasbold and Friends is a big old world because, like I said, I got a lot of friends. And what's interesting about that is I didn't used to. And Delena
Mm.
can remember a time where I was just really hermited and didn't know very many people and didn't hang out with very many people. It was so bad that when she was in middle school and my kids were in grade school, the little kids were in grade school, the lady who was the teacher's aide tried to set me up on play dates with other parents.
Oh,
So I
I
had
remember that.
Beverly, yeah. So I had somebody to put on the emergency form.
Yeah.
And she set me up with absolutely the most incompatible people in the
Yeah.
entire school. She set up this poor little Jehovah's Witness girl with a witch, and I'm not the Jehovah's Witness.
Yeah.
So bless her heart. So I didn't have a lot of friends, and then that's something I straight up manifested in my life. And now I've got literally hundreds of friends, and I don't mean hundreds of people I know. I mean hundreds of really wonderful friends, and I'm excited to share them with you. So
Yeah.
that's what we're doing. And this is my first. So if you want to know anything about us, feel free to pop it in there, and we may or may not answer depending on how closeted we're feeling about it. But
Mhm.
thanks for tuning in and checking out this video. Delena, thanks for joining me today. And so Delena and I are going to be the primary content providers for this channel. Sometimes it'll just be me. Sometimes it'll just be her. Sometimes it'll be both of us. Sometimes we might be interviewing people. She might do an interview. I might do an interview. So it's just going to be lots of content of bringing people together. So that's our plan. All right.
Mhm.
Okay.
We
Thanks for
can do
joining
it.
us, everybody. We're going to go ahead and say goodbye and look for us. You never know when we're going to pop up on this channel, but I tell you what, it's not going to be 2 years again. We're going to be
Fingers crossed.
posting often. So everybody take care. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.